Bienvenidos a Mi Casa, Mi Inversión. Hoy con ustedes tengo un invitado especial que nos va a venir a hablar sobre las inversiones, sobre qué este año 2025, qué podemos hacer con ese dinerito que tenemos guardado y no sabemos en qué podemos multiplicarlo. Y para todas las personas que ya tienen casa y no saben qué hacer con ese dinero que está creciendo en tus propiedades, acá está Yahya Yasini, que él nos va a venir a educar un poquito en qué podemos invertir en este año 2025. Este show es muy especial para mí porque también tengo parte de mi equipo al señor Miguel Moscol y también tenemos al señor Jorge Grillo, que tenemos la parte de real estate, lo que es residencial, y también tenemos la parte de real estate, la parte residencial. Tenemos los dos lados de la faceta de lo que es real estate. Y por eso estamos aquí para celebrar con unos traguitos, unos tragos especiales que nos ha venido a preparar Miguel, porque Miguel también sabe hacer muchos de esos tragos y ahora lo vamos a introducir y quiero que nos cuente un poquito sobre qué es lo que nos ha preparado. ¿Qué tenemos aquí, Miguel?
Bueno, Miguel Moscol para servirles. Cuando gusten parte del grupo de Janet, desde hace aproximadamente 4 y más de 10 años trabajando juntos.
Ya más de 10 años.
Éxito total, me encanta. Anyway, hoy día estamos reunidos para, como decía Janet, celebrar el día de San Valentín y darles también unos tips, cómo poder invertir y cómo poder comprar sus propiedades. Ok, cambiando de tema, los cócteles que les preparé ahora es en base a lo que teníamos a la mano. Y para Janet, para las damas, un rico cóctel con base de Malibú. Lo llamé Un atardecer contigo. Ok, Malibú, que es un ron de coco con jugo de piña y néctar de mango. Ok,
¡Qué rico!
La proporción de 2 onzas, 1 onza y 1 onza, perfecto. Lo que tenemos con nuestro amigo es básicamente algo parecido a la margarita, pero le cambiamos un poco los contenidos. Tiene 2 onzas de gin, tiene lime juice, tiene simple syrup y tiene mucho amor adentro.
¿Y cómo se llama?
Bueno, eso como lo podemos, pues se lo dejo a ustedes, a ver, tarea para ustedes, pónganle un bonito nombre.
I don't know, how do you want to call it?
How do you want to call your drink?
I'm gonna have to take a sip
Okay,
Well,
that's it.
just,
and I can
Okay,
and I'm gonna shake it.
all right.
cheers.
Salud.
Cheers. So we're gonna name our
Oh my
drink.
goodness, this is so good.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh. Ya, como dice su nombre, atardecer contigo. Está riquísimo.
Bueno, y así con atardeceres pueden haber muchos atardeceres en tu nueva residencia.
¿Y cómo se llama este? So how do you want to call this one?
Margarita de vida.
Margarita de vida. Pura vida.
Pura vida. Margarita pura vida.
Jorge, ¿tú qué estás tomando?
Jorge, bueno,
Dime, ¿qué estoy tomando?
Bueno, Jorge está tomando básicamente vodka con jugo de limón, tiene un poquito de rhubarb liquor on it.
Ok.
Ok, tiene una infusión de simple syrup with orange, cinnamon and whole cloves.
Wow.
Gonna be very, very nice cocktail. It's basically like a martini. Ok, y lo podríamos llamar por el color quizás amor en llamas.
Wow, amor en llama. Justo para ti, Jorge. Justo.
Bueno, yo estoy tomando un old fashion.
Ese es lo tuyo. Ese es lo
This
tuyo.
tastes so good.
No, me
I need to have this at my bar. Really. I want to name it. Maybe I'll name it after you.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. Cheers.
¿No? Estamos ahorita ya empezando el año y en este año de 2025 no hemos visto varias cosas que están pasando, ya sea en la parte de la política, ya sea en la parte de inmigraciones, no en la parte de inversiones, o en la parte que ustedes están comprando su casa y todavía tienen el tax ID, no, o que están en trámites para sacar su social y están con esa preocupación. ¿Qué hacemos? No es buena idea comprar, o tienes este dinerito ahorrado. Hay tantas cosas para hacer. Y por eso quisiera que nos diga un poquito, Jorge, cómo va el tema de la inversión comercial los clientes que tienes, ¿no? Si es un buen momento, ¿tú crees de que estar ahorita rentándose o meterte en una renta de 2, 3, 4, 5 años para poder empezar una propiedad, un negocio?
Yo creo que siempre es bueno, porque no solamente, y no solo son 3, 4, 5 años, muchos comenzamos con, si quieres hacerla de verdad, por lo menos tienes que hacer por 10 años. Y además es hacer inversiones residenciales, pueden hacer comerciales, puedes meter un poquito más, de repente tienes algún hobby, algo que quieras, eres un buen cocinero, sabes cómo hacer taxes, lo que tú sepas, puedes generar dinero, puedes comenzar a trabajar, de hacer algo para ti mismo y te vas a dar cuenta que no solamente es teniendo un ingreso fijo, trabajando en un empleo, sino también haciendo algo para ti. Y eso puede ayudarte también en muchos temas de inmigración, muchos temas de inversión, de dinero que puedes generar para ti mismo.
Escuchen esto lo que acaba de decir, que eso te puede ayudar también en este proceso que estás haciendo para poder sacar tus documentos, tus papeles, ¿no? Es hacer un negocio. No dejes de que el temor o lo que esté pasando en la actualidad te lleve y te haga hacer una mala decisión. Al contrario, ese es el mejor momento para invertir y hacer propiedad y hacer negocios. Ese es el mejor momento. Porque ¿qué pasa si mañana más tarde, digamos, en los peores de los casos, te sacan? ¿Qué te vas a llevar en tus bolsillos? Nada. Sin embargo, si tú compras o haces una inversión, en los peores de los casos, te sacan o te ves en esa situación que tú dices me quiero ir, pero estás dejando algo que sigue corriendo, que sigue moviéndose. Por eso de que la mejor época para comprar no es que el año 2024, 2020, 2025, es todos los años es la mejor. Entonces ahorita si tú estás mirando que las propiedades han subido, en el 2026 vas a decir en el 2025 estaba mucho más barata o en el 2024 estaba mucho más barata, porque esa es la rueda de real estate. Y ahora tenemos, como siempre ven, nosotros hacemos este show que traemos invitados especiales. En este caso tenemos a Yahya Yasini, ¿no? Y antes de que él nos cuente un poquito sobre su historia, porque él es inmigrante, igual como todos nosotros, hemos venido a este país para salir adelante, para poder triunfar, ¿no? Y ver ese futuro. Y él nos va a contar en dónde estamos ahorita, en qué locales estamos ahorita y cuáles son las inversiones que él tiene, y le va a dar a ustedes también la oportunidad para que puedan invertir con él. Pero antes de pasar con él, quiero hablar con Miguel, ya que él tiene muchos años con nosotros, que nos diga cómo ha visto esta revolución, ¿no?, de real estate en los anteriores años y cómo cree que se va a presentar en este año 2025.
Bueno, muchas gracias por la oportunidad. Planeamos y conversando con nuestro grupo sabemos de que las proyecciones son muy positivas, de que siempre la inversión en real estate es una de las mejores inversiones que puedes hacer. Puedes tener tu dinero ahorrado en el banco, ganando intereses, pero no hay mejor inversión que te otorgue mucho mejores ganancias en menos tiempo que invertir en tu casa propia, en una residencia o con amigos, en un negocio. Ok, las proyecciones son muy buenas. Si gustas, también si estás preparado o si piensas que estás preparado, llámanos, contáctanos.
¿Cómo has visto, Miguel, estos años en el 2000? Digamos, de aquí a 10 años, ¿cómo ha ido revolucionando?
Definitivamente, cuando tú
ves que van subiendo o van bajando.
En la época de la pandemia, si tú te das cuenta, y mucha gente sabe, los intereses se vinieron abajo. Entonces en algún momento la gente se acostumbró a ver esos números bajos, ¿no?
Que vivían una fantasía en ese momento.
Claro, por la misma situación, ¿no? Pero también todo volvió a la normalidad. Si ustedes chequean los intereses ahora, no es que subieron, es que están igual a como estaban en los años previos.
Y mira, que cuando yo comencé real estate, estamos hablando hace unos años atrás, yo comencé con la tasa de interés del 14 al 15%, era la tasa de interés cuando yo comencé real estate. Estamos hablando de hace...
No lo digas.
No lo digo entonces. Gracias, Jorge.
Era 9%.
Y sin embargo la gente compraba feliz y compraba
Siempre es bueno comprar que pagar renta.
Imagínense que esa gente que ha comprado, te estoy hablando hace cuántos años atrás, en 14, 15%, y ahora todavía sigue teniendo la propiedad que han tenido el chance de refinanciar cuando bajaron las tasas de interés X, pero no es solamente refinanciar para bajar la tasa de interés, sino cuánto de dinero han ganado.
Claro,
¿Cuánta plata han ganado? Y siguen viviendo en esas propiedades.
Yo creo que ahí está el tema, ¿no? Porque yo creo que ellos deberían, en vez de estar siguiendo viviendo en la misma casa, deberían haber comprado ya 2 casas más. Mira, con todo el equity que han producido.
Yo tengo clientes que han comprado con nosotros, ok, por citarles un precio, un ejemplo, $250,000 una propiedad, y la van arreglando poco a poco. En un par de años le están vendiendo casi el doble con los
Yo también he visto mucho de eso.
Y se compran una más grande, y a mí son muy buenos amigos ahora míos porque me da mucho trabajo.
Eso es bueno, ¿no?
Claro.
Vamos para no dejarlo a nuestro amigo Yahya Yasini, que él ha venido para hablarnos un poquito sobre. Primero quiero que él empiece a contarnos cómo llegó a este país, porque tiene una historia que de repente muchos de ustedes se van a identificar. Él fue también, sufrió las épocas de las guerras, ¿no? Del Medio Oriente. Mis amigos del Medio Oriente que han pasado por esos penas, esos sacrificios que han tenido que hacer. Y él desde muy pequeño vino, pero quiero que nos cuente cómo vino, qué pasó en el camino, hasta dónde dijo, ya hasta aquí nomás, voy a abrir mis propios negocios, o cómo empezó, ¿no? Y qué nos recomienda, porque hasta yo misma, estando tantos años en real estate, a veces digo, ok, tengo este dinero, what should I do with this money? A veces uno tiene eso de que you need someone out there who can just give you an advice like, what do you need to do with this money? How can you invest this money? And believe me or not, usually, or most of the time, I call Yahya and I ask him, this is what I have, what should I do? Tell me, or tell me what kind of investment I should do right now. And that's why I'm very glad that I have Yahya here for the first time in this show, and I'm very thankful that you accept my invitation. And tell me, at the beginning, before to start recording, I asked you, how did you come to this country? How old you were when you came to the country? And who did you come with? Mom, dad, what happened on the road?
Well, first of all, I want to put on record that she's doing an amazing job. Whatever investment she's doing, whatever she's doing, it is an honor and privilege for me to be able to call her my friend and have her by my side. So anything she asks me, I always ask for advice as well. She is an amazing person and very established.
Oh, thank you.
So to go to your question, I came to the States when I was about 8.5, almost 9 years old. I came here with my mother. My mother's whole family was already here, and there was a civil war going on back in Afghanistan, in my homeland.
From Afghanistan.
I'm from Afghanistan, and so my father was able to send us out over here while he was still trying to get out of the military and work his way out here. Unfortunately, he made it to India. From India, he was supposed to come here, but he didn't make it. He passed away a week before he was supposed to be here. So we got left here with my mother, 7 kids. Not much English. We lived in my uncle's house for about 4 months, and after
How
that,
old you were when you came here?
I was 9 years old. 9 years old, and so the struggles of life started then, and we were a very close-knit family. One of the biggest things that happened for us that actually brought us closer to life, closer in life, was the fact that when we were younger, we lived in an apartment, 8 of us, and as you guys all might know, and all immigrants go through this, because I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that will understand this. We lived in one apartment, 8 of us, and so the leasing office would find out from the neighbors whether there's too many people living here, so they would continue to kick us out.
And what did you guys do?
Well, we were
when that happened?
We were forced to move and live. I lived with my aunts. My 2 sisters was with my other aunt, my older sister, my grandma. So we're all separated as kids, and this
My
is
gosh.
why now.
I bet it was
we're
really
so
hard for
close.
your mom just to have all the kids that live.
Very much, very much. I mean, you can only imagine. You have kids, I have a kid, and I couldn't imagine a day without my son. It was hard, but you know, they say what don't kill you makes you stronger, and I think that's what kind of got us to get more motivated to do better in life, so that one day, if not us, our kids could have a better life in this country.
So tell me, after what happened with your dad,
Yeah.
and I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
After what happened with your dad, your mom, she was a single mom with those 7 kids.
Yes. Mhm.
And then she was, I'm sure that so many things just crossing his head and thinking what I'm gonna do. I have 7 kids that I have to feed it.
Yeah.
And you guys have to go to school at the same time. So what she did to survive, or what do you guys had a plan in that moment? I'm sure you guys didn't, because you guys were so little, and all of you guys depends on your mom, and then the mom is the one who had it just to make the plan for you guys.
Yeah, and you know,
What about food? What about
we
the leave?
never? I mean, nobody can plan for that, right? And we got stuck to at a place where now we're like, what do we do? We're struggling. I had an older brother, a great brother, and an older sister who stepped up to the plate and try to feed the family with them. Although, you know, it's Valentine's is coming up, and earlier you asked me when was your Valentine's, and when, you know, my family is probably my first Valentine's. I love my wife, and she's always my Valentine's, but my family, although my mother didn't have money, didn't have material to give us anything, she gave us all the love we needed, all the support we needed, all the prayers we needed. And I think with her love and support and trust in me, especially in me, I stepped out of my boundaries, and you know, I couldn't finish school. I had to step out of school and start making something happen for our life to get better.
Were you the older?
What is that?
Were you the older?
I'm not. I'm actually out of the 7. I'm the 3rd from the youngest. So I have a little younger brother and younger sister, and the rest are older. But every single one of us, we took a position, and we had a responsibility that we stuck to. And I think it started from the elders. My father, God bless us, so he always taught us respect amongst each other. So, for example, I would never look at until today. I have kids, and my older brother is older. I'm older. If my older brother comes and smacks me in the face, I'll have my head down, and I wouldn't even look up to him and say something back.
Yeah.
But also, they understand that they're not going to take their power for
no reason.
no reason, exactly. So for abuse, exactly. So I think that's one of the things that we grew up with, family that way, the family love, the Valentine with our family as well.
Yeah. So we went to school together.
Yes. Yeah.
And I remember one day coming in to school, and you were not there. You were gone. So and I always wonder what happened to you. What happened? My first thought, it was like, oh, look at him. He just escaped school today. But the next day it was the same thing. The next day, the following day. So what happened? Tell me, what did you do? Like, you had to make that decision, and I'm sure it was a hard decision for you and for your mom as well.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and funny you said it, because a lot of people actually thought, oh, this guy's just skipping. My dream was to become a pilot since I was a kid. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to become a pilot. I wanted to be something. But because of the fact since the age of 14, I had 3 jobs. I worked at a pager place, remember pagers?
Yeah.
I worked there. I worked at a martial arts school teaching martial arts, and I worked at a nightclub. Since I was 15 years old, I was promoting a nightclub.
How do you
Promoting nightclubs?
Yeah.
I'm 15. I was gonna ask that.
Well, you know,
There's ways.
survival skills kicks in in order to survive. So I had to make my ways to how to be able to get into the club and be able to start promoting without them knowing that I'm only 15 years old. And fortunately, unfortunately, I couldn't finish school like I wanted to, but fortunately, I was able to surround myself around the right people. You know, in nightclub business, you could be that person that's going to be drinking every night and partying, or you could be that owner that's looking at everything and I've focused on that. Putting myself around the right people, around the winners, around the right circle, in order for me to step up and do better in life. So.
So tell me, how do you start in this business? Because I know, checking all your portfolio, you have so many business going on. You have restaurants, you have bars, you have nightclubs. You not only here that you invest in B&B, you also do flips with property because I believe you are a real estate agent as well.
Right, yeah.
And you have your own brokerage as well.
Yes.
And you invest in Mexico
Uh-huh.
and Colombia, and there's some other country that you're just looking around. Tell me, how did you get involved with all these investments? And I know that you just inviting people as well to invest with you,
Yes.
to believe in you, and it's something for me. It's amazing that it's not just you, the one selfish. It's a me. It's like you're in the position that okay, this is how I done it, and this is how I want to teach people to believe on business, or believe on investments. And tell me, how do you start the first business, and then how do you roll on the other business? And tell us, what are we?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we're here in Arlington, Virginia, and Clarendon. At one of the new ventures that I took this year. A bar used to be the old Silver Diner here in Clarendon, and we're turning it now into a bar / nightclub / restaurant. So hopefully by next month we'll be ready to go here, and we'll have our.
So you guys are all invited.
Yeah, everybody's
next
invited.
Next month.
We'll definitely make sure that everybody knows, and we'll invite everybody for a nice grand opening. But going to where I started, actually, my starting, by trade, I'm an instructor, I'm a teacher. I teach martial arts. I went to martial arts school, and which was my first business. So I always like to teach. I always like to share any experience and any knowledge that I have with students, because that's my gratitude. I feel good about making sure that people know and learn and can get ahead in life, because that's those people that taught me. Obviously, I want to push that to the next generation. But my first business was actually a martial arts school. I worked at the martial arts school called Black Belt Academy in Fairfax, Virginia, since I was 14 years old. I was teaching class. I was assistant teaching.
14?
Yeah.
And you were teaching already?
I was teaching. I was 8th and 8th grade. I was assisting and instructing it. Then by the time I was 16 years old, I became the manager of the school. I was the head instructor, and by the time I was 25 years old, I bought that business.
This show has to be special for my kids. Oh my goodness, yeah.
But I always encourage people to take martial arts, because it's not just punching and kicking. It's a way of life. It's a discipline, exactly. And the discipline that I gained from martial arts is what, and surrounding myself around the right people in the nightclub business, or even at the mall working at a pager's place. This helped me with confidence gain the good friendships, relationships with people, and
connection is always
exactly.
the key.
Yes.
If you're in the right place with the right people, you can have the right connection just to succeed. You have to make sure that you are around successful people. Don't just mess around with your time, because time is money. Time, don't waste your time. That's always I say,
Yes.
not only to my kids, to the family, to the friends. Time is money. So invest your time good. Just be around the right people.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. And with that, meeting the right people, investing my time with the right people, I slowly grew. And my the broker, Bashir Nuri, who's my mentor in real estate, he was our realtor. And one day he looked at me. He's like, "Hey, Yahya," he's like, "You're a very charismatic, young, confident person." He's like, "Why don't you go to real estate and just come work for me at B&I Realty?" I said, "You think so?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was just getting out of high school at the time.
So you were 17?
I was.
Hold on, you said high school?
Well,
hold on, but you didn't finish high school.
I didn't. This was at the age when everybody was graduating, and I was going to graduation.
Okay.
When you guys were all graduating, and I wish I had that hat on. And I did it. 10th grade is when I got out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
But I was supposed to graduate in 2000.
Okay.
And I obviously didn't. But around that time, where he asked me, "Hey, go to your real estate." So I went to real estate school online and at home, and then I went to the test. And from there on, my first month in the real estate's office, I overheard him talking to his brothers about a property that he had bought in Woodbridge, 2 properties, and about flipping. I had no idea what that was. So I sat down with him in his office. I said, "Can I talk to you?" And he said, "Yeah, what is this property? What is flipping? What is it?" I was always curious. Always ask questions, because if you don't ask, you'll never know. Don't ever be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So I asked my questions, and he gave me the answers. So I picked up the phone, called my sister's father-in-law, and my brother-in-law in New York. "Hey, would you guys willing to invest in me?" And they're like, "You're a bright kid. You would like to invest in what you need." So I took $100,000 for each one of them, and I asked them if I could.
So they believe on you.
They believed in me.
Oh, that's you're very lucky, because it's kind of hard for
Yeah.
people just to provide $100,000, $200,000.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah, but you earn your trust.
Well, yeah. I had earned that trust, but what happened with that? As soon as I saw these properties, I bought them blindly. I started crying. With my older brother, I was like, "What have I done? I just lost these people's money. They put their belief in me, their trust in me. What am I gonna do?" And my older brother, who at the time did construction, he said, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna figure out a way. Don't worry about it." And that's when the family comes. That family that loved it. I was like, "Okay, I believe my older brother," but I was still scared. And then we did our first flip in Woodbridge. Those 2 houses, bought at $85,000, $70,000.
So usually people start with one house to flip,
Yeah.
but you wanted to start with 2 at the same
Which
time.
it just so happened that it was my brokers and the brothers and sisters. They're like, they don't want to deal with this. So my broker's like, "I just want to you do it," And so he gave me that chance, which he knew was a good chance, but I didn't, because I was new at it. And I was like,
How old you were?
I was 19.
19.
Years old. Yeah, 19, 20 years old, and I was just like, I was crying. Literally, I was in tears, crying.
How many property have you flipped until now?
Since then, probably over 250 properties. Yeah, we've done at one point from 2014 to 2020.
No, I need to cheers.
Just
For 215 properties to be flipped. Oh my God, you're amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you did this flips.
Mhm.
Okay, so until now it's like 250 property that you have done.
Yeah.
So in the middle of that transaction, how do you get into the business bars and nightclubs? Or you already were doing it since you were 16, like you said that you were doing this promotion to the other nightclubs?
Yeah. No,
How do you
actually,
became partners?
the nightclub business came well after real estate. My first business was the martial arts school. Then after that, I did real estate. I did flipping real estate. I went down in real estate, actually. We're completely bankrupt, completely done in 2008, 9 with that bubble hit, whatever. Yeah. But I had this fear in me to start again. But it's scared money don't make money, right? You can't. You gotta take your chances again, because I was able to.
Maybe you just learn for that time,
You learn.
and you just think, okay, what I done, I'm not gonna do it again.
Again, yes, that learning experience.
Mhm.
And no school can teach you what experience teaches you.
Exactly.
So what I learned from the experience, and I went through the hardship of losing my father, of growing poor. So to me, I was like, you know what? It's okay. I fell in it. Now, how can I get back up and move forward and not make the same mistakes? And martial arts taught me that. The 4 daily affirmations I've shared with you before. I'm smart because I learn something new every day. I am perfect because I never make mistakes knowingly. I like myself because I always take action to make things happen. And I'm happy that I'm me because I always choose to be happy. So these things also from martial arts kicks in, and you're like, okay, now we gotta go to the next step. And so after that, after going through that fall, we came back up and we just started doing more flips. But the club business and the restaurant business and the banquet hall, these all came in 2017. 16, 17.
Parenthesis on that one, because I remember, hold on, Yahya, this is not your place? And the one in Springfield, and you said, yeah, but I bought it to my mom.
Yes. And
And that was so sweet. And I was like,
Mhm.
you bought this for your mom?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my mom's dream, one of the dreams, and I done it for my mom. This
Yeah.
place is for my mom.
Yeah. That was a big. You just said that. I think it goes to that because my mother, the strongest woman on earth to me, and most loving person.
Okay.
So my mom's one of my mom's dreams was always to have a place where she could do weddings and banquets and things like that. So where I owned a restaurant in Springfield, behind me there was a nightclub or a concert hall. And I had talked to the owner. I said, look, if you ever want to leave, just let me know first, and I can outline. I'd like to talk to you. So I got this place. I didn't tell my mom. I was like, I built it out and I got it ready for a banquet hall.
Oh,
And they were
really?
royal. And one day my mom comes to the restaurant and says, hey mom, I said, I want to show you something. She said, what? I was like, so I grabbed it, I brought it to the back.
Oh my god.
And she opens it and she's like, wow, this is
so nice.
I said, yeah. I was like, it's yours. She's like, it's mine. I was like, yes, this is yours. She's like, what do you mean? I said, it's ours. I built it. And she was like, what? And she was so surprised. I said, you know, you always told me you wanted to have this banquet hall where you want to do weddings and this and that. I said, well, this is yours. And
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I've been there and it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the bathrooms too.
Because we do a lot of quinceañeras. I think we were there for a quinceañera,
Yes,
no?
I was for quinceañera, then they had a concert. So I
yeah.
went down there as well. And I remember myself and my friend, we were just taking pictures inside the bathroom. Because of that, it was so nice. The decoration and the gold. I love gold.
Yeah.
And my friend and I, oh my God, we need to take a picture here. And I started taking pictures. So it's beautiful. And it melted my heart when you told me this place, I bought it for my mom.
Yeah, yeah. And it
Because
was especially made for her.
we love our mom.
Yes.
You know, and mom is very important in our life.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
especially when we are kids.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
when we have dad and mom together, unfortunately you couldn't have your dad, but at one point you did.
Yes. Mhm.
So and that was the foundation of your
The
family.
foundation, yes. Yep. That foundation is very, very important from the beginning. If you have a good foundation, and you said the love of your, or the love for our moms, I think that unconditional love that they have for you, the support that they have for you. I'm a father, and I know I'm a good father, and I love my son to death, but I don't think the mother's love could compare because it's just something different. There's just a spark with the mother's love that the father, I know I'm a father, I love myself being a father, but I can't touch that my son had with his late mother.
Before you go to that subject, so we had all the flips. We had this place that you bought for your mom, and then we have all these investments that you've done until now that you're still doing it, bar, club, residence. Tell me about the love side. Are you married?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Are you married?
Just
Tell me
got
about your
married,
wife.
yes.
Tell me about, because I know that this is your second marriage, right?
Yes. Mhm.
So tell me about the first one and
Yeah, the first marriage, I had a beautiful son. She was amazing. She was a nurse, and unfortunately, she passed away back in 2017. Actually, as I was starting that banquet hall and some of my businesses. So my son, you know, his mother.
it was hard for him.
It's very hard for him, and
You had to enroll 2 papers now.
I did.
Mom and dad.
And you know what? At first, I didn't understand it all. I went through it, but I never understood. I'm like, why is this kid? Because when my father died, I was trying to be tough and like not cry in front of people. And you know, my son misses mom, and at nighttime you wake up and say, I want to miss my mommy's hugs and smell and kisses and everything. And it was so hard. I was like, why is he doing this? And one of my students' parents, she's a psychologist. She's a psychologist, and she told me, she said, you know what, Master Yasini, she's like, I heard your story about your father and going through losing your father, and your son just lost his mother, but your father was thousands of miles away. Your son's mother was, 15, 20 miles away. So what you need to do is, instead of telling him, oh, you don't understand why he's crying every day, relate to him. Tell them, hey, I remember when my father passed, I felt this way. And since then, that helped so much to relate and understand them, because now that people that understand them, we became closer relationship, more best friends now. So, yeah.
It's good that you just mentioned it, because Hispanic people, Hispanic people, when a boy cry, what do we say? Oh, boys don't cry.
Don't cry.
I mean, that was like an old generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's what I thought, right?
I mean, until now, I keep
Yeah.
listening to my dad. Of course, that my brother, they don't cry anymore, but but they have that mentality that they say, "Oh, boys don't cry." Why boys don't cry?
Even we have songs.
Boy has feelings, and especially little ones when they are missing moms or they're missing dad. And they in the middle of the night, like you mentioned it, because I do have my kids.
Yeah.
My kids, they have mom and dad together,
Yeah.
but they still waking up in the middle of the night and they are calling mom or dad, or because they have these bad dreams,
Right.
And instead just sending, oh, just gotta sleep, or we want to cuddle.
Yep.
We just want to cuddle because this is, and it's nice that we're talking about this because this is the time that it's about, the Valentine's, the family, the friendship, kids, and our husbands or wives. It's, and the main point of everything is love.
Love. Yes, absolutely.
The main point. So now let's jump to the subject. What are you doing right now? We talk about the flipping that you're doing because you're still doing it. The bars and clubs and restaurants, and I know you also invest in Mexico and also in Colombia. Tell us about that investment, and I want you also to explain to us what is the best way to invest and why it's important to invest in this time, or it's not a good time to invest in 2025. And for those people who are saving money and they don't know how much they need to keep saving to start a small business, big business, what is the amount that they need to start a business? It's $100,000, $200,000, $10,000.
Yeah. In terms of investment, one of the things that you guys might have heard before, one of the terms they say, don't work for money, let money work for you. You have to really take that and understand what that means. For me, growing up, we didn't have money to invest to do anything. But as soon as that we had a little bit, I learned how to put that in some kind of investment through real estate. My biggest thing, you asked right now, what am I doing? Yes, I have nightclubs, I have banquet halls, I have car dealership, martial arts school.
I forgot about the car dealership.
But the biggest thing is learning out of every business what you can do to invest in that for a better return. The biggest one for me is real estate. You cannot go wrong with real estate. Sure. We've done crypto, we've done all kinds of investing in the stock market and stuff. I don't believe in that. I'm not in full control. And real estate, I believe it's a better control. It's a better stability. And there's so many different avenues. Better return, exactly. And
so buying the first property could be the key to open some other doors. Do you believe in that?
Absolutely. We talked about that foundation. From a family, parents' foundation. The foundation that you can build first is to go in and buy your own first property. A lot of my students or people that I mentor, they're living with mom and dad. Great, live with mom and dad as long as you can. Live with family as long as you can. But that shouldn't stop you from having your own property, even if it's a property for $150,000 in Baltimore and Richmond, in places where you know that you can have this property rented out, you get a good return from it, it builds the equity on one side, the tenants are paying down your principal on the other side, and eventually you're going to have a house that whenever you're ready to move from your family's house, you have something that's already established for you.
Exactly. Or you can do a rental income. From that house, you can buy the next home without using any money from your pocket. You can use the money from the equity of the first home and just buy the second one, and then the third one, and then the fourth. And then in 5 or 6 or 10 years, maybe you can have 5 or 6 properties. So, but it's a good start just buying one property. Just take advantage of all the benefits that the lenders are providing with zero down payment, or especially the grants. They're doing a lot of grants. Now they're providing, I don't know if I told you or not, but just 2 days ago, I just been told that they are providing $17,500 as a grant, as free gift. for first-time home
First-time home
buyers.
buyers, yes.
And if you already own a home and you're trying to buy a second property, you can still get a grant for $15,000.
Yeah.
So this is a good chance.
You know, some of you guys sitting there just listening to this, I want you to understand, you know, these type of grants and stuff, it doesn't always happen. It doesn't always come. You know, they say there's a very small window of opportunity in life that comes. And so don't sleep through it. You have to take advantage and jump on it, because these are the things that's going to take you. It's when it's on, it's on. It's done, you know. And for those of you who already own a property, which I always teach my students or the mentorship that I do, if you own a property and your property has equity in it, take advantage of that equity. Don't let it just sit and just rot, you know, slowly, because you're like, oh, my house is getting paid off. Yes, you know, some of you guys may have paid off homes.
But you're going to be living in that property for 30 years?
Right.
And then what?
What next? Exactly. Take that HELOC, you know, get a line of credit on it, put it on a small flip, and it doesn't have to be much. You know, you're asking how much. You know, you could start. My aunt started at $15,000. You know, I've had my family starting at 15, 20, 50,000. See, it doesn't matter, because what we have in real estate flipping or any type of real estate is what I call a piggyback. You know, if we're doing a property together, and let's say he has only $20,000, we let you piggyback off of this deal. So you get based on that, or you have 30,000, whatever you have, piggyback off of it, because then the money is going to work for you and going to make money for you.
Exactly. So I know that you have, like you mentioned, you have a student, you're a mentor, and you just providing counseling to all these people that are maybe they have some saving accounts and they've been saving for all this time, or maybe they already have a property. So you provide counseling to these people, how they can use this money, how can they use or invest the money in business like this, or on some other properties, or anything that you guys are being dreaming of, and then you think that you cannot do it because you don't have enough money. Then just open your eyes. This is your chance. This is the opportunity that we are providing. We have Yahya that what is the best number that they can probably reach you at, and you can just provide this counseling and how they can invest the money.
Yeah, you guys can reach me, and I'll put the number with Jeanette on the screen, or 703-622-6142. If you have any questions or anything, my time is so tight and limited, so just leave a text. If you don't reach me, don't leave a message, because sometimes I don't even get to that. Just do a text. Hey, I heard your podcast with Jeanette and I have some questions. I'd love to answer it too. But there's so much to learn, and I was actually hoping to together with you, maybe put together an event, a seminar. And I have the space. Since here I have my banquet hall, we could get together and put a seminar together, and see who's interested, and kind of vet out the ones that are really want it, because a lot of people talk about, okay, they want to invest, they want to do this, but if you really want to do it, these seminars should help bring you into our group and to our team, and hopefully we can help you from that. And you know, everybody that I have helped, from my family, immediate family, my aunts, my cousins, to my students, my martial arts students, their parents,
so anybody
can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
so this is a good time.
It's always a good time with real estate investment. You know, you have to understand, because there's so many different avenues. You know,
but
you
especially in this year that people are getting afraid of what's going on.
Yes.
You know, with the new president, and what are we gonna do? Is it a good time? Should I? Yeah. Is it a good time?
It's always a good time. It's always a good time, and we'll find ways to give you which avenue to choose for the particular time. And you know, every time, you said, you got rentals, you got Airbnb, you got flips, you got development. You have not only here, you have Mexico, you have other internationally. There's so many countries right now that we were talking about VR earlier, which is one of the up and comings. Bukele,
Salvador.
El Salvador.
Oh
You know,
yeah, now Salvador is booming.
It's coming, and I'm looking into that as well. So there's so many different, especially the Latino community. There's so many countries you can go and spend.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
spending in the Latino community more than my own side of the
You were working as well with
Yeah.
Mexico,
Yes.
with this
Casa
company that they
Maderas.
were right, Casa Madera, so that they were providing as well financing for American people that they can buy properties down there,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
It
we
was
got
close to the beach, I believe.
close to the beach, and the good thing about that is that you get financing directly from the owner.
from the builders.
Yes, from the builder.
What side of Mexico was that?
Cancun.
Okay, good side. Okay,
Yeah.
So similar, same thing. I work directly with builders, but I also work directly with a bank that has committed to us to provide financing to Americans, and
Yours is in Tulum, right?
Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, that both
Oh,
folks.
okay.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I just got done. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Cancun tomorrow. We just got done building a single family house there. We just put on the market. We just sold it.
But this single-family home, it's you
Brand
that are you guys okay? Brand
Brand,
new.
yeah.
Are you building? It's for people who lives down there, or it's are you providing this deal to people who lives here and who wants to buy a vacation home down there?
Yeah, well, both. But chances of somebody buying that there it's a lot slimmer. Typically, Americans, Canadians, Europeans, they go there like, oh, I love this place, I want to buy it. And it's a gated community. I think it was a Canadian person that is purchasing ours, which worked out for us. Like I said, we have the means to giving them the loan and all that stuff. Not us, but the bank that we're working with. So investments in real estate is everywhere, and I want you guys to think outside of the box, not just like, oh, I'm here and I'm stuck here. No, there's so many avenues.
So many
different
avenues.
ways
Yeah,
to
the
do it.
last time, just a few months ago, that I was in DR, I saw so many new builders everywhere. Oh my goodness! I was like, that I just catch my eyes. But my husband was like, "We here for vacation, not real estate, no
She's like
business."
me.
And I was just looking everywhere, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I just wanted to stop and start talking to the builders.
It's so funny.
I was like, "What are you gonna do here? Let me be here as well. Let's do business together." And my husband was like, "No,
Yeah.
we're here for vacation. We're the kids. No business. If you wanna do business, you come back alone." So I was like, "Okay."
It's funny. I was just in Dubai last week, and as soon as I landed in Dubai, the next day I called up a broker. I'm like, meet with me. I want to know what's good. Learn everything about Dubai. And my friends are like, we live here. We know. Don't do it right now. Let us know what you want to do. I'm like, but I want to learn. I want to learn about risk. I want to do business in Dubai. Why? It's freaking far, But I was like, that's just
Dubai is
so
one of my dreams that I want to go. So after you build something down there, I have to go.
We'll see.
So alrighty, so I'm so excited that we have this show with them and sharing. Like I said again, this is a good time to invest. This is a good time. Always is a good time to invest. In 2026, in 2027, or 5 years later, you're gonna have the same thing. Is it a good time to invest? Oh, I should have done it in 2025. And why you say that? Because you're gonna feel like in 2025 the property were so cheap, and now in 2030 or 35, oh my God, they're so expensive. And that's what's happening in real estate. So that's why always a good chance to buy a property, because you're gonna see your money increasing every single year.
Absolutely.
So for those people they keep asking, is it a good time to buy or to invest or to open a business in 2025? The answer is yes, it's a good time. So thank you Yahya for sharing with me, sharing Jorge with the dealing properties that he's been having. And before to say bye in this show, Jorge, I know that you do have some commercial property that is going on in Maryland, and you have listed shopping centers, you have some other rentals in Oxon Hill, Maryland, I believe, that they can be used as a what?
Well, we have a shopping center. We have a unit that is for rent. It could be for office space, could be for a hair salon, could be for anything that you might think of. You can use it. It's currently on the market. It goes for $3,700 a month. It's 1,400 square feet space.
So I've been there. So now that we're talking about investing and to open any other business, this is a good time. Call. What is the number that they can be reaching you?
Bueno, me pueden ubicar en el 202-377-9573. Yo los puedo ayudar a hacer todo el setup de su nueva compañía o de algo que ya estén trabajando. Podemos hacer business plan, podemos buscarles el local. Yahya nos puede ayudar en el tema de inversión. Si ya saben qué decidieron qué hacer, yo los puedo ayudar en conseguir el área, en conseguirles el local. Es todo un proceso bien largo, no es tan fácil como comprar una casa, pero yo les puedo explicar todo el proceso. Y sí lo podemos hacer. Lo importante es que tengamos la mentalidad de que lo podemos hacer y lo vamos a hacer. Y solamente avísenme. Yo estoy feliz de contactarlos, de conversar con ustedes, de tener conversaciones iniciales. Mi teléfono es el 202-377-9573.
Excelente, Jorge, gracias. Así que ya saben que este 2025 solamente está en ustedes que hagan ese cambio. Ustedes pueden hacer que este 2025 sea recordatorio para estos futuros años y más que nada para sus hijos, porque al final todo lo que ustedes hacen es el patrimonio de sus hijos. Gracias, Miguel, también por estos tragos tan riquísimos que nos has dado. No, yo sé que muchos que te están mirando saben quién eres tú, ya que estás muchos años. Muchas gracias, Yahya. Y gracias a ustedes. Y ya saben, con ustedes, hasta la próxima en Mi Casa, Mi Inversión.